On a rainy day like this Monday morning, the garbage situation within the city can only get worse. But what is unfortunate is that government institutions seem to be at war with each other. I'm talking about the Inspectorate of Government and also the Ministry of Kampala, Capital City Affairs and Metropolitan Areas, but also KCCA as an institution, the technical and the political wing, in regard to the Kiteezi landfill. And this is just because the IGG has stopped the company that is from Ghana, Jospong group of companies, that was brought to manage that landfill. And the person who was at the helm of bringing this company, introducing it to the public, is none other than Honorable Minister Kyofatogabye, the Minister of State for Kampala and Metropolitan Area. Good morning to you, Honorable.
Good morning. How are you, viewers? And a good rainy morning to everybody.
Honorable, we thought that now the people of Kiteezi and the country at large will get justice after seeing that you've brought in a company that was going to manage the landfill. But now Kampala people are suffocating with the garbage. No solution has been found, but now the revelation from the IGG to stop Jospong group of companies seem to perturb the public. What's going on?
Your thought and my thought are the same. I thought, we need to be proactive at this moment. We did what we did, and we went through all the processes and procedures. Remember, this came out of the subcommittee of cabinet chaired by the Prime Minister. He sent some of us to a benchmark study, an interministerial benchmark study, which we did, and we came back convinced. And we invited this gentleman to come and help, because the gentleman is also offering a compassionate kind of support. It's at zero cost, and he has to spend about $3 to $4 million. But he's saying, look, this is, we are all Africans. This is our solution as Africans. What I'm trying to do is to mourn with everybody, to come together, feel the pain together, and celebrate together in whatever achievements and whatever pain you have to go through. So cabinet approved this, and then we introduced him to the site. Now, what a misconception is coming from, I don't know. I introduced this gentleman to the site so that he can start carrying out studies. Then in the same day, same time, after I think 1 day or two, no, that very day, I introduced 3 companies, the same site. People didn't pick all the other ones, and they picked on Jospong. The question is why? So after 2 days or 1 day, I went to the road mayor. I sat with him, though he was in his timid, of course, situation, because he had early on vowed and told the whole world that he has suspended me from KCCA, he has fired me, if he sees me, he will chop me. Unfortunately, I was in his face. I invited him. Somehow I humbled myself by going to City Hall to talk to him, because he has, I think we call it what? He has, is timid, and he fears to enter our offices. So I decided to walk to him. I explained to him, though he was like a chicken kind of position, he wasn't actually, he was very uncomfortable in the whole discussion. I spent 4 hours explaining to him both the intentions of Jospong and the decisions of cabinet, and then we asked him that following all this is what is going to be. We agreed. Immediately after that, he went to call a press conference and started unwatering.
Indeed, he says that you, the state minister, and the cabinet minister, Minister Kabanda, should also be prosecuted, arrested and prosecuted over Kiteezi matter.
Actually, those are the few big situations I was talking about. The person who should be prosecuted first, not even prosecuted, if he was moral enough, if he had morals, he would have resigned. He has been in the KCCA for 15 years. He is the herim, he is the road mayor for 15 years. All he has done was battles with every minister. I think he didn't fight with one minister, Honorable Betty Kami, I think. But all the ministers who have come. That one was with Honorable Tumwebaze. I think he was like with the Chofa. He has fought with everybody without any single solution. 2016, I don't know who was the Minister of Kampala by then and who was the road mayor by then. I think he was the road mayor, because he calls himself the old Bloom. So, cases, I mean, Nema condemned Kiteezi. But because of what had happened to an area land they bought in Kasenge, by then the ED decided to buy another land in Idundu. Who has vehemently fought and resisted going to Dundu is road mayor and his counterpart, his partner, Muriamayun, who is his partner in Lukwago and advocate company. Then the road mayor, since then, none of them has come up with any plan. To the shock of everyone, this financial year, I provided for 2 billion in their budget to go and construct a wall of fence. They removed it when they took it, because you know they always take the budget to him to agree on the appropriations. He said this is wastage of money. And instead he added money to himself and the ED for their publicity and so on and so forth.
But the point here in contention is the IGG preferred the other 3 ex-bosses, Chisaka, Rimbas and Okero, to be prosecuted, not the road mayor. So maybe this exonerates him.
Those are my other 1,000 questions. Why do you exonerate a serpent, whatever, a tyranny? Actually, it is the road mayor's responsibility. All what we are seeing is just as a result of the road mayor. Maybe because of the political kind of, I think that's where they said maybe. But this man is bad. Actually, the people of Kampala should raise up and against this guy. This guy is a tyranny. This guy is a bandara. He's a crook. He's a psychopath. Actually, I don't know how to describe him. He is behind all this. I tell you, he reallocated 2 billion when I went, first of all, on 1st November 2023, I went to Kiteezi when there was a lot of backlog, cars could not cross over to pour garbage. I went there, I found a drainage. People were barely using logs, eucalyptus logs, for truck to pass on. I came back, I told them, you guys, please transfer the responsibility of this drainage and the road to engineering department. Public service, public health could not manage this anymore. Then I found about 14 houses flooded. I said, you people compensate, and they compensated them anyway, 490 million. Then I said, you people draw a line, because of my experience with the water. Put a wall fence here where you've compensated, construct a wall fence. And that's how I provided for 2 billion. He removed it to himself. My budget as a minister, I run a budget of only 400 million shillings. Lord Mayor is 1.7 billion for entertainment, tea, and everything.
Okay, Honorable, but in this case,
patriotic among us.
In this case, the IGG has come out to stop the company. And we know that Kampala dwellers have garbage, heaps of garbage everywhere. And now this was looked at as if it was a company that was going to come and help the situation. How do we move forward? What should be done now? Because another tragedy is the waiting.
Of course, why we introduced this company to the site, first of all, I told you to make studies, come up with a concept, both geotech studies, hydro studies, and engineering studies, so that they can come up with a concept, and we see if their proposal can fit, and then we sign an MOU. Now, I don't know what the IDE has stopped. Has she stopped studies or what? Because there are so many companies doing studies in the same place. Zion Korea, Swami from Sweden, Ricky something San from India, Sineke from China. So which company has she supported? Stopped. You're halting what activity?
She wants a full investigation in the matter.
But in the matter of why can't she investigate all these other companies? They are there in Kiteezi, by the way. Why don't you investigate everyone? Secondly, these people are carrying out studies. Whoever will come up with a concept is what the concept we shall agree upon, and then we sign an MOU, which has not been signed. That is one. Two, it is the same company doing the studies which helped me offload the water which had backflowed, and it has actually risen to almost 5 meters high. And this is dangerous. And on 11th October, my team came up with they went and did a study, the technical team, and then they wrote to me the immediate issues. And they said, you know what? The remaining garbage again has a crack, and it is expanding, so it's going to kill people. So I said, you people, why don't you help me to evacuate this water? Somehow they have worked on it. After 2 weeks of hard labor, the other day water was released. But remember, you are releasing leachate, all fecal materials and everything to the public, which is bad. And these are the things the company has come to do.
In the meantime, I know Cabinet is on today. This is a serious matter that has to be handled at ministerial, but also at policy level. Parliament should also be involved. What should be done, because garbage is still a problem within Kampala?
No, now the solution should be in two people. I mean, some people should come up and help me, especially the vanguards of law, because it seems people are missing on two issues, logic and ideal situations. Here don't apply. And with the Lord Mayor, that one I don't have any way to waste my time and energy thinking. Then two, this is an emergency, it's a health emergency. All I pray that we don't get an outbreak of now diseases, which have already been actually advised on. And also I pray that we get sanity and logic to apply now, other than processes, and then showing power and, you know, who has authority. That should stop, because you're playing on the lives of the people. These people died in our faces. When you are seeing, I wanted this thing in November last year. That tyranny moved in Kiteezi in March, after almost 4 months or 5 months, when I've warned. And he stopped something which I thought would at least avert a situation. Then now, the same process is going to repeat. I only pray that even these rains, at least do you know what, when it started raining, I've been almost awake the whole night. I was thinking of what might happen in Kiteezi. But today, of course, I'm going to take this dilemma to cabinet, but tomorrow I will go to the IGG myself to ask. Because I wondered why she acted on social media reports instead of coming to me and asking me, because she can summon me at any time. I'm a very obedient servant, to explain to her what is going on. I would have told her, please, this company is doing studies. Now, if you hold studies, what do you want me to do? My hands are tied. But the problem, on 11th, the road mayor uttered this, 14th October, 17th, I'm receiving this letter. Then I don't want to see some bit of, anyway, questions are there, but all in all, I want to appeal to the people of Kampala to be calm. Don't worry, these are my battles with the tyranny, we shall fight, but my appeal to you is, if it means me coming out and sacrifice myself, I will do it to ensure that the Lord Mayor leaves this place. Actually, if we don't get rid of this man, this guy is a tyranny, he's a murderer, he's everything.
That man is also coming for you, but there is also another battle within Kampala. That's a trade order within Kampala. I'm told this morning there are some traders within Chikubo and Nabugaba around there who are also protesting the issue that between the landlords and the tenants. They say landlords just wake up and increase their fees. They don't even consult them. They don't even consult urban authorities like KCC, like the ministry, on how to run business within the city. What should be done to create trade order within the city?
If the road mayor was made to do some work, if he was performing his duties right, these are the things he would have been intervening in. Unfortunately, it's not there. But of course, we shall take an extra mile and we talk to the landlords. Now I've made to understand the landlord. I know him. There's even another building which had now faulted on the structural designs. Anyway, we are going to handle this matter, don't worry. And I appeal to the tenants to be calm, the traders, please go back and work. Don't worry, we are going to talk to the landlords and we solve this matter. The only problem that you don't have leadership. Now you see, we are struggling on these ones, then we struggle on your coexistence. But the road mayor is just fighting and wasting time and noise all the time.
Honorable Christopher Kyofatogabye, thank you so much for your time this morning. I will now let you go and handle other official business. Stephen Imbidon Fefeso Chibuga, on my own behalf and on behalf of the entire team here and in the studio, I would like to say thank you so much. We shall be seeing you tomorrow.